Hello everybody, welcome back to Blueprints. So after the kind of huge, big, mega weekend I had where I played like 30 hours a week, I've now played kind of a few dribs and drabs here and there because I had to record lots of Drop Duchy and Star Vaders, and I've had Major League Balatro going on. But now like my brain is like, I just want to play like 30 more hours of this in a sitting because I know that there are so many more mysteries than even I initially thought there were. So that's fun. We have a package, that's lovely. I have had a couple of very loose bits of help from here and there from friends that I'm in a spoiler chat with, and I've seen a couple of other like pictures and things. So because as more time goes on, it's harder to avoid all spoilers. There are some things that have been changed for me, but that's fine. So first thing, let's just check some of these. We have 8 more rooms to do. We have 10 dart puzzles to do. 4 workshop creations we haven't made. So plenty going on. I don't want to add more hallways because keeping doing that is limiting me on then drafting other interesting rooms. But courtyards are great because that's 1 gem to draft 2 plus the possibility of shovels and metal detectors and that kind of stuff. Since this is going to go to there, I will take the kitchen early. And then there's a chest there. Do I see any items around? I don't. I just see the chest. All right, let's go out the front. Get to the extra room. I keep seeing there's a lot of bird baths around the grounds, and I'm like, are they random or are they something? Give me 2 specialist items. Okay, these are not bad. Especially to get early. Nothing else in this room. At least I don't think there is. So I know that there are some workshop things. Now that I've seen the power hammer and how much the power hammer does for like unlocks in kind of not just convenience but content, I think there must be other things that are content and not just convenience. So more workshop stuff. Do I spend 1 key to open this? I'm going to, since it's so early. Gem and a car key. That's good. If we can get to the trunk of the car, there's usually reasonably rare stuff in there. Rather than drafting from that door, I'm going to go round, get this key. Draft from this door. Well, that's upsetting. Library, we can get a book. But I'm going to take the closet and try and take more items. A dice is very nice. That will let us get out of this dead end we've slowly started building for ourselves around the corner. We don't need to worry about any of that stuff right now. We can refill the watering can as much as we like, which is nice, having drafted the kitchen so early. I will absolutely draft the foyer and have hallway doors always being unlocked. Also, I need to figure out what is interesting about this room. So in room 46, one of the busts is missing. So here's what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second. All right, over here, I have my committed window just for the foyer. So we have Lord William Espen. We have Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key IV, J. Ari Yenna, Baron Edwin Sinclair, and Count Isaac Gates. If we count gates, if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Why are you accounting of gates? Okay, I'm going to capture images of these 6 guys and transfer them over to the note page, but I won't make you watch me do the busy work. So in this file, I now have pictures of these 6 busts for the foyer, which is the room we are in. I just have to figure out what I'm doing with this. So Lord William Epson has no buttons. This guy has 2 buttons. This guy has 5 buttons. This has no buttons but a necklace. This has 2 buttons. This has 2 buttons. I don't know that that is going to be it. Count gates. If I count small gates, there's something here, isn't there? The pillars are all the same. The lights are all the same. Obviously, there's no safe in this room. There's something here. I don't quite know what it is yet, but I have a mental note of it. And that's a good place to be. Not the shadows doing something strange? No, don't think so. This major key 4. There's no other like anagrams or Lord William Epson, Thomas Sinclair, key 4. That could be another language from the schoolroom. Baron Edwin Sinclair, Count Isaac Gates. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Well, we'll keep that in mind for later, for sure. In here, I know I don't want to draft too many of these hallways. I guess I could do chapel. Chapel is giving me the same number of doors and costing me pennies, which is no big deal. Get some choral music. Let's do the east and south side first, if it will allow us. I am going to do this hallway just to keep paths open where it is most required. I could redraw here, but I guess I'll take the observatory and not make it to the south corner. How many stars are we at? 46. We know that something interesting is going to happen at 50. Cross. Gems. Key. Apple. Sail. Okay. Happy enough with that. We can't go out of that door. There is a knight in this room. The greenhouse I do want to see, because I think there's a brick wall in the greenhouse. I can't remember if I... yeah, this looks like it wants smashing for sure. I can't remember if I checked the power hammer or not. We can use the watering can to make a gem. There's a key or a coin somewhere around here. Where is it? It's not this. Oh my god, what am I not seeing? I don't even know what this thing's for. Giant trellis looking thing. Metal detector, why are you beeping? Oh, shovel. That's nice to have. I was so focused on finding a Kira coin. So yeah, this wants to be smashed, I'm sure. To what end? I have no idea. Back to the chapel is our only current exit. We have a shovel, we could go all the way back down to the courtyard and dig stuff, but I don't think we need to right now. They take a coin, we still have 1 dice if we get really stuck. Weight room loses half. This we can rotate. Costs 3 gems, but we have a lot of gems, and it guarantees us going north and west. It's just not very much fun waiting for it to do its spinning. Is there, for all I know, there's some other ridiculous clue in this room as well, because, like, it doesn't do very much else, does it? Okay, well, we can spin it once more, then we can go north and west. And we basically have the first third of our house cut off in strange fashion. We have the foyer that unlocks all doors, so the Great Hall should just be entirely unlocked, which would be incredible. Amazing. Right, empty. Empty. Key. No lever. Exit. Dead end. Key. Lever. Okay. Things are happening. It's the first time we've had this combo of all the doors being unlocked, and with 6 keys still to spare, I'm grateful for it. Let's draft west. I'm tempted to redraw these and look for something that splits, since we now have other outs. There's the West Wing Hall. That is not one that clones itself into the pool on occasion over and over again. Veranda gives us more chance of finding items, and we can dig, and we get gems because we already have the watering can. Should have used the watering can while it was presented to me, because now I've lost the animation for it. Why are you beeping? You beeping? You are beeping. Oh, coin. With 6 keys and hallways being unlocked, I'll do this. We get 2 dice. That's lovely. Well, we'll come back through here. We can watering can on the return trip. Solarium, I think, is great. Get an orange. A watering can use. A dig. An unremarkable rock. A lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Okay. If I could find a workshop, I'd be very happy about it. Still want to know what that tea is about. Right. Watering can. So if we happen to go back near the kitchen, which we might not if we don't go south of the rotunda, but if we do, we can make more gems. think I'm going to do the garage because we have the car keys already. So not only do we get 3 keys here, we get 2 rare items from the trunk. Secret garden key and a lockpick set. This side doesn't open. Let me check this once more. Drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage at the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure in the trunk, so just unload and get here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow we will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Right, I'm going to copy this into my garage page, just because I really think I need to start recording as much as I can. I'm going to try and be much more thorough about everything that I record moving forwards. Right, so we're going north out of here. I'll do the cloister because we can dig and it gives us extra doors. Like plenty of doors. And do this. This. Old tin can. Another old tin can. Well, a key is a nice prize. That door is blocked. Let's do the east side first. We can secret passage into a room of our own request. I think I will do a shop. I don't care about red rooms right now. Don't need bedrooms. Green rooms we've seen lots of already. Which might... what green rooms could we still get? Because generally green rooms are supposed to only spawn at the edges of the room. Like, typically. But we've had courtyard, we've had cloister already. Oh wait, green rooms have a greater chance of finding items, so I'm going to take the green thumb. There's key right there, I think. Okay. Power source, courtyard, or another cloister. It's a lot in gems when the courtyard gets us as many doors as that does. So, give me the courtyard. Gem, gem. 10 keys will probably open this lockbox. Turnip is lovely. Steps are going to start being one of the more concerning limited resources for us this run, I think. Right. Plenty more gems. Nothing here. Okay. So, halfway up the building. Going north, 9 keys. I'll draft this passageway. It's 2 gems, but we know the doors will be unlocked, which is lovely. Patio, spread gems to each green room. There's lots of them, and it keeps us moving north. And a battery, because we are more likely to find items in our green rooms. Come on, give me a workshop. A workshop would mean the world to me right now. I've just seen the security door in the corner of my eye. That's not fun for us right now. Okay, so we cannot get past this secure space. I don't want a wait room. We could do an experiment. I think I'm going to do this. key and another key. That's 11. That's 12. That's 13 keys. Kochek has the power hammer. Okay. Let's take that back. Greenhouse is a ways away, but if it's progress that I can make in doing something kind of meta progression-y, then I will. So, can I break the glass of the... I can't break the glass of the aquariums. That's fine. Oh my god. A powered laundry room? I've never had a powered laundry room before. So this has power. What does it do? Shoe shine. Service costs 5s and it will exchange all of your steps with all of your gems at a rate of 1-to-1. Star treatment. Service costs 5s and exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. Dice cleaning. Service costs 5 will exchange all of your dice with all of your keys at a 1-to-1 rate. I can have 13 dice. Specialty services. Exchange all of your steps with all of your gems. So I can have 46 gems but 4 steps. Sounds terrible. Cost 5 will exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. Now, our stars are 46, our allowance is 38. I would rather have 38 allowance and 40... I'd rather have 46 allowance and 38 stars. But something special happens at the bigger number, at 50 stars. So I don't know that I want to do this right now. Swap all of your dice with all of your keys at a rate of 1-to-1. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want 13 dice and 2 keys. Swap all of your steps with all of your gems. Alright, there's some very interesting stuff there, but not stuff that I think benefits me right now. These are regular services. All of your gems with all of your money. All of your keys with all of your gems. All of your keys with all of your money. I can have 45 keys. I don't think I need that either. But glad to know that it's just specialty services and not... Is that a crank? Hold on. Why does that look like it's got a crank back there? What is that? Is that a thing? Huh? Now you got me confused. That crank disappears when I move away from it. What is that about? You're having me on, game. I'm baffled by this. That's very strange. Can't seem to click it. We need to go foundation and out west to make any further progress, but we have 2 dice. Which is nice. Nice to have dice. As ever, there's some dig spots in here too. Oh, I wanted to go to the greenhouse, though. Because... progression. So, while I have the power hammer, we should go to the greenhouse. If I can draft a 4-way room here, I can save myself 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So, not the worst thing to be in this room right now. turnip is lovely. We only have the garden key. Lockpick no good, but we have 13 keys, so we'll be fine. Give me something with tons of exits. Reroll once. We might have to go archives. Which I do not love, but it's fine. Anything on the desk? Key. Let's draft north while we're here. Archived floor plan. Chamber of mirrors. You can now draft 7 copies of rooms already have in your house. Nursery. I mean, I don't love this being another dead end. I guess it's not. It has doors on all sides. But I can't move through this room is the problem. Reroll once. Clock tower, we can probably make 130. Because it was like 12-ish a second ago. Can we make 130? It's 5 to 12. Oh god, okay, so this needs to wait an hour and a half until the clock puzzle reopens. Today is the day that I publish the episode where I struggle with the clock puzzle for an hour and a half and do not make the progress that you want to make with it, which is embarrassing, but you guys get to see it all. So I guess, given that there's an hour and a half till this opens, I'm gonna wait rather than going and exploring and having the chance to miss it. Then we'll come back up for the stopwatch, perhaps. So I will see you guys when this door opens up. Alright, I came back upstairs to watch the clock, but it should be any moment now. The door down here should open. If it doesn't, I will be mad about it. You even see the seams of where the door would be. I think it's here, and then it like staircases up to the right. Come on. Come on. Oh, we've still got a few moments left. Don't tell me it's not going to happen today. Right, that is 1:30. That is 1:30. Why is this not opening again? Okay, here we go. Thank goodness. There's the door. I wonder if you're stood in this room when that happens, if it puts you in the animation of that or not. Right. We're back here. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. But that's a lie. This clock's neighbours should be set to a time containing a 7. This clock should not be set on the hour. So it should be... None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock order but in reverse. The clocks are positioned so their times go up in ascending order, and that is handwritten so it's true. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the minute hand on all of these to the hour. Can I get to a spot where I can just look at all of them? No, I have to walk around a bit. So most of these clocks will be on the hour. So the clocks cannot contain a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the earliest time is going to be 5 a.m. 5 a.m. The latest time is going to be 9 p.m. Or just 9, I guess. 900. There's no AM or PM here. This clock needs to be set to a time that contains the same number backwards. So this is going to be a strange time. It's going to be most 8. And it's going to be 80 something. It's not going to be 408, I think, but we'll mess around with that more. The clock's neighbours to this should be set to a time containing a 7. This clock should not be set on the hour, so this clock should be set on the hour, and it has to contain a 7, so this has to be 7 p.m, or 7, rather. Keep saying p.m. This has to be before 7 p.m. I'm just going to keep saying it, screw it. And this has to have a 7 in it. So, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 6:07. This will be 7:06. This will be 7. Except this can't both be 7. We've got 5, 6, 7. Can you be 8:06? And you can be 6:08? No. 5 a.m., 6 a.m. 6:08, 8:06. Does that work? 9. And this can be 8. This can be 7. 5, 6, 6:08. You're 7. You need to have a... Oh, no, you don't need to have a 7. You can be 6. How many times do we have on the hour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 8:06. You're 6:08. Can you just be anything? 6:09? Alright, what one am I missing? I know I'm missing something. Different times. 5, 6, 6:08, 6:09, 7, 8, 8:06, 9. We have 6:08. Oh, this has to have a 7 in it. Okay. So, you need to be 6:07. And you're going to be 7... No, you're 7 o'clock. So you're something else? 7:06. I have notes from the previous time I did this, but I want to get it right. I want to just do this myself. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5 just makes sense. You could be 5, 0 something, and you could be, but you need to have the clock's neighbors should be set to a time containing a 7. You're on the hour, so you're set at 7. 8's probably fine. You're going to be a weird time. You're 9, so you're something strange. 5 is fine. 5 of these clocks should be set on the hour. 1, 2. I don't know what this one should be specifically. 6:07. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a 7. You have to be on the hour at 7. Oh, is this where I got hung up before? You could be like 6:57. And you could be... You're 8. You're 7, you're 8. $8.56, $6.58, but you need to have a 7 in you. Come on, I can do this. You have to be 7. I can do this. I know I can do this. I've been told before where I got this wrong, and that conversation was ages ago. Clocks are in ascending order. Clocks are ruled different times. 5 is fine. 5 of these clocks should be set on the hour. 6. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. So you should have 2 numbers that are the same. 6. Probably 6:67. So you have to have at least 2 numbers the same. 6:65. Oh, I'm going to look at my notes. Okay, this is 5. This has to be a time with 2 numbers the same. So this is going to be 5:57. Because it gets the 5 and the 7. Then this is going to be 7:55. Is that right? No, it's going to be 8:05. And then this can be 5:08. Five, 5:08, 5:57. This can be 6 on the nose. Ah ha ha ha! Finally! Good grief. I'm glad I never have to look at these clocks again. The light went... Well, it felt like the light went out, but I guess it's just contrast. So, we now have that key for the Sanctum. We can get on with our day. There is a stopwatch at the top of here. However, with 53 steps right now, I am going to go and use this Sanctum key before it then becomes a problem for me to have to go and get it again because it will surely leave my inventory if I don't use it. So use it or lose it, which is fine. We might even shortcut our way back round to the front room or the front of the building if we need to. So scooch through here. Anything strange in here? Why is there like big black holes in this thing, you know? Because up above in the room that we had the lock for May 8th, there was a space that we could see that must exist somewhere near here that had a castle or something in it. And I have no idea how to get to that. With these, I don't really have any reason to pick one over the others, so we'll do this. So this is another one of these, but I don't think I have enough of any information of any of the other sigils to complete them right now. Like, I look at all the patchwork stuff on these walls and I'm like, power hammer? Power hammer somewhere? But unless one of them specifically looks like a panel that is to be smashed, I wouldn't know that one is different from the other. Unless this makes a crossroad with somewhere else, because that's locked. This can't be smashed. This goes nowhere. That doesn't go anywhere. So, have the power hammer, no idea where to use the power hammer. Now, to get to the greenhouse will either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1 for outside, maybe 2 for basement, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess staying inside is the slightly more efficient route. Take me up. Beam me up, Scotty. Okay, so greenhouse is the priority. Whilst we're there, perhaps we go to the kitchen, get some food. Because, as I said, steps are my real concerning factor right now. I don't think we go that way. I think we go archives south rotunda rather than doing that. That's correct. Good check. We haven't drafted that room there yet, but I'm gonna not for a second. So, Great Hall. To Rotunda. Get that moving. Interestingly... Oh no, that's the secret passage, not the Great Hall. I was like, this should be a door now. But no, that's not how that works at all. So here, greenhouse, power hammer. Yes! Something interesting for my troubles. The original Gardener's Logbook, February 1990. When I get fired. She loves me not. She loves me not. This is a record of my many indecisions and aspects of judgment, indiscretions and aspects of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As the groundkeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained, that they may be appreciated by guests and family. That would be the day. This logbook contains many years overdue. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of many years to come. Not many, apparently. February 25th, 1990. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role at Mount Holly Horticulturist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my job was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Sinker, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of work and dedication to this project. The decision was absolute rubbish. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, future research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened. And if I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see houseplants slowly dying around my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. This is like 3 months later. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. A fact that I found quite remarkable, considering the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion of the rumoured 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber, a suspicion I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received a groundskeeper undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. January 11th. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside, so if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron has remote access levers installed in several locations in the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one of them was recently installed in the greenhouse and other 2 were installed in the secret garden. 2 in the secret garden? It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Antechamber lever locations. Secret garden, Mechanarium. Great hall, secret garden sealed. Greenhouse, weight room sealed. It appears each antechamber door has 1 primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location. Okay, we're snipping that immediately. Well, we have the power hammer right now. But how we use that, who knows? Or like, I guess we need to find these other places, but... Although these past few months' exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in that time gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may find yet a way to use these sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. At last, I have finally discovered a location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground in locations so far removed from any of the estate's plan that had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until Baron is away, as it reduces the risks of being caught significantly. Once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer now that Christoph is under my thumb and beholden to whatever I want. Sinclair's inner sanctum. Well, now there's no turning back. After finally reaching the objective I've been working toward for the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew could give me the chance to make back some money I felt I was owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel like I owe myself to get what's coming to me one way or the other. And that's the end of the book. So, secret garden. We have the key for the secret garden. There's something sealed there. That might be on the north side. Greenhouse, weight room sealed. Okay. So we need a weight room, mechanarium. These two are sealed, this one's not, so I don't know where the extra mechanarium one is. Oh, this is the guy who cut up the note about wanting gold that we found in the other place. I must assume. And now we have a new doorway out of the back of the greenhouse, which is exciting. Right, from here, we don't have to go through the rotunda, we can cut through, which is fun. But we can leave south of the greenhouse and go to the kitchen and get some food. And also refill our watering can. That is the kitchen right there. Plus 10 if you have a furnace. Tomato soup for each red room in the house. Sure, it's at least 10, right? Maybe 15. I wasn't paying that much attention. I'm going to eat all these bananas because they're very cheap and steps are good. Okay. Entrance hall, reading nook, garage. We want to get back to the archives and use the secret garden key. So to do that, 1, 2, 3. It's faster to go rotunda, or at least it's a shorter route to go via rotunda. Should we go and dig in this courtyard now that we have a shovel? Got coins. We spread gems through green rooms earlier. A few more coins. Okay. So we're going back to Chapel Rotunda. Take a coin, as you always do. A couple of clicks on this. Gonna rehydrate while that goes on. One more. Okay. Great Hall, Cloister Archives. Ah, I screwed up. A whole waste of one step. Is there fresh gems over here for me? Did I spread those out after we got here? I did. There should be gems in here for me. There are. Alright, I'll take it. Can't smash these windows in. I'm paranoid now about anything that I could smash in. Right. Here. Over north. Watering can gets more gems. West off of here. It's not locked. I guess I'm going to go office because I need to keep the doors moving north at the very least. Right. Okay. Let me open this. There's a bunch of busts in this room. Right? Tons of them, in fact. Are they all the same, or are they all different? If we look at the foyer, right? There's the 6 guys. Could they be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in some order? And that would make this the code with these faces to this safe. I have no idea. How many busts are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. Let's start from the archive door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I logged that in my list as well? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I keep getting different numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 busts in here. Is that important? It's a fantastic question. Right now, let me check my chess puzzle note. Underground chess mystery. King. Library. I think this is office. This is office. I think office has a king in it. I think that is a king, not a queen. No, I've got it off. I've got it listed as office for queen here. Hold on. The king has the cross on top, so the office is a king, not a queen. So I'm still not sure where lots of queens are for that. It's nothing to do with this note, is it? Flight of the Queen, March of the Court, Lord, Baron, Major. Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major. Let me find that list of people again. Which was in the foyer. Can't see that great, can you? Yeah, you can. You can see them just about. Oh, don't be closed. Queen, Lord, Baron, Major. Lord William Espin. Barons. Which one's the Queen? The Queen is something. Lord. Lord Espin. Barons. There's Baron Thomas Sinclair. And Baron Edwin Sinclair. So there's 2 barons. Major is 4. So it could be X 2 4. Queen. Genre-defying. So we got Queen, Lord, Baron, Major. Major has IV or 4 in it. That's this guy. Key 4. Barons. There are 2 barons. There's Baron Edwin Sinclair and Baron Thomas Sinclair. Queen. Jariana. I don't know if that helps. Major is 4. Baron, Baron, Lord. Fall of the Lord. He's in a bow tie, right? How many people are there in bow ties in this room? Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. There's one of you. Not you. Not you. There are no guys in bow ties in this room. So maybe Lord is a 0. If Lord is a 0, then it would have to be 1024 because it has to be a working date. No, that doesn't work because the other one's 2512. So we can't have a 24th month. That would put the dates around the wrong way. I'm wondering if I'm going to start counting the number of busts in this room. I don't know if this hand tells me to start here and go anti-clockwise. Is that a ludicrous thought? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Always set your gems to 2. I think I'm gonna... I want to use my magic key, is the problem. And this will be unlocked. This could be locked. But it sets my gems to 2 every time. Which is like fine if I want to do lots of back and forth to get more gems. But I currently have 5, so... I guess I'll draft the hallway slightly reluctantly. Conference room. Did you get the gems that were spread out earlier? No. Be locked. Thank you. Special keys. Secret garden key. That spreads food into the room behind us, which is good. Get a broken lever. We can do some digging. Another key. I'd love to freeze these keys. There's that there, look. Huh? Oh. If I point them all facing north... or east... Right, they were all pointed at this, which made that work. Because I guess before, this one does the bottom one. This does the middle one. So previously I aligned them all with the top one because the top one didn't move. Now the top one does move. Oh. No, that... That breaks this. Oh, what if I make them all face east then? Is that going to change which lever is presented to me in that rotating thing? Okay. Interesting. No, that one's already down. That's the east side. I didn't open the north door while I was down doing the Sanctum key because I'm silly. So these are all facing east, and that offers the east side. So if I spin them all twice now... I don't need quite such a dramatic imagery each time, but sure. Okay, I understand. So I now have a cut through those. Amusingly, I now have a lever and access to the greenhouse where I could do the south door as well. Though, to what end, I'm not sure. I don't need more keys. So I guess we'll do the music room. We get a prism key. Could be useful. And a standard key. And a coin. Okay. Should I go back down and do this further south sides first? Come back in here, all the fruit will be there. Do I want to think about possibly doing a science experiment first that would reward me for eating apples? No, I'm just going to eat because our apples are better today because of the... what's it called? Observatory stats. Was it the weight room? Or was it the... I wish I hadn't have just eaten all that fruit. I think they said the weight room had another handle in it, didn't it? Find that note. The weight room has a sealed door in it. I'm going to lose half my steps for this, but progress is progress, right? Especially if it stays unlocked. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. This is typed, so this is a lie. So it is permanent, I believe. Well, now I don't need to go to the greenhouse to do the south wall. I just can't believe I didn't open the north wall at the time. I don't need this note. I'm well aware of this stuff, I believe. So we lost half of our steps on that, which is expensive. I don't deny it. Drafting studio to add something to our pool permanently. Because we only get to see this a limited number of times, don't we? Dormitory, classroom, vestibule. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a thing room, gain 10 steps. A schoolroom or whatever. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes unlocked. I mean, I'd rather have a vestibule than a dormitory. But, like, this room is cut off, so it makes me think there's a secret behind that side. Give me the vestibule. Sure. There can't be many left for us to get, can there? So tomorrow is New Year's Day. Still don't have a method for changing that tiny model. Or magnifying it or anything. Casino gets us to the antechamber, which lets us over to the other half of the house because they're all open. Does use the last of my gems, but sure. I was watching that old episode recently where I spent an hour and a half trying to deal with the clocks. And I came in here and I had the handle piece, the broken lever. I came to this machine, used it, and I never did this. So these seem largely the same, but you have to assume the payouts are better. Oh, does this have 5 bonuses instead of 3? It does, which is interesting. But to what end do I just want to find 4 crowns? I don't know if there's some kind of secret here for me if I spend enough time looking. Because what I don't want to do is miss out on to find something interesting while I'm here. Because I don't see this room very often. Crown? Like, I could be here for days. But it seems like it doesn't do anything extra in particular. Does it? Well, that's just free money. We can do the roulette wheel. I can't wager 100. Ah, loser. You let me go again? Or am I spent? I think I'm spent. Okay. This gives us the basement key. What happens if I use the prism key on this room? Does not fit, okay. Lockpick doesn't work. We still have 12 keys, we're fine. Ugh, the gallery's back. It must have been a week since we saw it. Honestly, give me the archive plan. Lost and Found has a treasure map and bug spray. We lost the car keys. That's fine. Repellent and the spyglass. Oh, I never went back up the clock tower and did the thing. We've noted that before. One of my neighbors is banging around something awful. We can get through that door there. We can't draft the laboratory. Do the archived one again. It's the gift shop. I cannot afford this. Eight trophies in your trophy room. We definitely don't have that yet. Freezer to freeze the money wouldn't be terrible. Obviously we don't want to use it now, but we are running out of rooms to do things with. But I guess the freeze is better than the study unless I want to spend more time just trying to poke at safe combinations that I don't understand. So I'm not going in there yet. Oh, I don't get the option. Fine. Can I power hammer stuff unfrozen? There's a letter in there. Looks like another prism key. Oh, hello. Okay. I'm glad I drafted the freezer. That looks like a secret code. Not quite Braille, but something. Hey, an upgrade disc. The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the networks. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided that we are going to store the 2 unused server here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Ravine, admin key, Revad? Hold on. There's a... Alright, we have 40 steps. But we are blowing things wide open today. These two are the same, so I don't think they have that much to note in them. Alright, glad we drafted the freezer. 40 steps. We can shortcut our way outside if we need to from the center of the building. Treasure trove, we have no gems. So, terrace, I don't love it, but hey. We can get a gem by using the watering can in here, except I've missed the animation marker again, which is annoying. Oh, they're frozen, so we just simply cannot have a gem. Fine. Anything interesting for us over here? The night sky is out. Never a cloudy day in these parts, is there? Okay, with 41 steps, we can go to the antechamber and do the last draft. You have lost watering can. Oh, gross. Okay. Well, could have been worse, for sure. Mailroom, give us a package for tomorrow. Would not be a bad thing. Archive floor plan, could be anything. Good gamble here. It's the regular old bedroom. Sleep mask gives us some steps. That does not add to our frozen coin count. Right, I don't think we found something for the chess mystery. We have an observatory. We have a chapel. We have an office. A vault or a nook for a rook. We have a nook. A dining room, storeroom, drawing room. We got the dining room, didn't we? No, I ate in the kitchen. Dining room, storeroom, drawing room, guest bedroom, bedroom's here. Her ladyship's chamber for the queen. I don't know other buildings that have the queen in it, which is my problem. So, that is all of our possible draft. Oh no, we can do east off the weight room, except it might be a keycard room. I'm going to avoid that where I could lose my... I could lose... Yeah, that's keycard room. Good items if I go back through Lost and Found over again. So, I want to get outside. Fastest way to do that might be through the foundation. Still don't really understand this safe, though. I think I'm kind of tip of my tongue, but not quite there. The coat check is up here. Do I want to coat check yet? We need to go spend this upgrade disc, and we have the password for the admin terminal outside for Blackbridge Grotto. I don't think I need the power hammer as badly anymore. So, no, we won't do that. Let's go down here again. Who knows how many other places there are that need the power hammer, though, but I feel like we got a good number of them today at the very least, so I can feel good about that. So we did the greenhouse, we did the gym, we did the garden, we did the freezer. This gets us back out front. So from out front, and in this little cave. Right, first of all, upgrade disc. Our survey says the bunk room. If you have exactly 2 hallways when drafting this room, double your keys. If you have exactly 2 green rooms when drafting this room, double your gems. If you have exactly 2 shops when drafting this room, double your money. Money, I think we can get basically an infinite amount with more experiments that increase our allowance. So it's between keys and green rooms. I think... exactly 2 green rooms when drafting this room, double your gems. If I have exactly 2 hallways when drafting this room, I think I'm more likely to have 2 hallways, but I'm also more likely to have more than 2 hallways. So, guess we'll do this, though I don't super duper love it. Right. Now, admin password. Let me get the password back here on my screen. Enter admin key. R-E-V-A-D. This admin key has been deactivated. What? Admin not found. Well, that's a real bummer. Okay, I have an admin key, but it's no good to me. How exciting. We're missing one of these. No idea what could be through there. These are offline. There's this little sticky note here. No idea what that means. 1/100. No idea. Okay, do we have anything else to do today? I could go and make more allowance using the powered laundry room, but I don't think I need to. There are some offices with doors I don't quite understand. Tool shed we took stuff from. We didn't find a workshop, unfortunately. We don't have a key card. We didn't find... I'm wondering, right, the secret garden sticks out. If I could leave the garage to get out to the outer side... Again, just bird baths everywhere. If I could get out to the outer side via the garage, presuming the gangplank isn't in place now... Can you see the outside of the protruding garden? Because this gangplank isn't here. There's a gate there. I'm stuck in a tree. I don't know if it's there or not. I don't know how many rooms up it would become. But it seems there's no way for me to cross the river and the bank through here. Which is a shame, really. Because I would love to get over there. Again, bird bath, knocking around. Anything I think I can power hammer. Nothing springs to mind. You know what I'll do? Just while we're really being thorough, is take the power hammer down this elevator way. I can't break the boxes all through there. Take the power hammer down here towards the chess puzzle and just see if there's anything else that I can smash while I'm here and I have a tool that smashes things. Because you never know. I'm expecting even more of a ridiculous day when I finally find something that will light candles. Because I know it exists out there. Oh! Castle. What on earth? So, that, if you recall, right, Let's just grab this document. And that must be this. This image here with the crack. But what does this mean? Car, art, sky, tea, lay, eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea, but what we will do, of course, is screen cap this. Because it's new information to us. Don't know what it means, but it means something. Glad I came down here with the power hammer. That's all I can say. Any more for any more? The whole door there. Foreman's copy, do not remove from sight. Have I done that one? Sigils. I have that image from somewhere else, I think. I think that's this image. But they got 2 and a full cross, hexagon in the center, and the wraps, but it looks slightly different. That's the same one again. And we've seen some more of this book from the proper version in the library. Which I do need to make better notes about because I'm going to need more of that information evidently sometime soon. But we found something to smash and I'm grateful I checked. I can't think of anywhere else to check apart from if I went to the gem cave or something, but I think I went there at the end of last episode. But I mean, again, I've got the smashy thing. I might as well go check potentially smashy places, right? Anything in that ceiling mean anything? It's 4 arrows, perhaps? "22 steps left. Still a decent few. No idea if we'll ever open that gate or if that's just kind of the main entryway into this entire zone and thus it doesn't really have a play area out there. Smashy, smashy? Smashy, smashy, smashy? No smashy. Alright, I think that is call it a day. A good day for sure. Loads of little bits of nuggets of progress. There's where we dug up something else before. Nothing to smash at the edges of the apple orchard? Question mark. Again, bird bath. They're obsessed. So this is a different gardener's logbook. Imagine if you brought the watering can here. I've lost it now, but could be something amusing. But I think we're set. So I'm going to end the day there. Call it a day. Frozen assets for tomorrow is nice. No gems, but lots of money. Archaeological shopping centre of tomorrow. 21 dig spots, 5 shops, 5 tomorrow rooms. Bunch of steps, bunch of items. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.